What if one 15-minute video could give you a full month's of book marketing content? I've built content for seven-figure brands, and now I'm using the same strategy to create 28 promotional videos in just under about 45 minutes. You'll see how I film once, edit fast, and auto-schedule everything across every major platform. If posting feels like a grind, this system changes everything for you. Let's dive in. Starts with how you record. I record in batches. It's faster, makes editing easier, and it helps you to stay in the flow. You can use your phone or a separate camera, but here's the thing, make sure you have crystal clear audio. Always record with repurposing in mind. I'm going to show you exactly how we do that. Because we're doing things fast, you gotta edit efficiently. Start in Descript. Record your video in one long take, and then Descript will automatically remove the pauses, the bad takes, gets it all cleaned up really quick. That's my first editing step. Then I dive into CapCut to do the minor little editing and the finishing off, and that's where I can actually repurpose the content into 28 different posts. Let's take a look at exactly how I do it in CapCut. Now you can see we jumped into what you see on the screen right now is my CapCut with the recording that I've done. It's come out of the script. It edited down from roughly 15 minutes. We're at like 10 minutes, 21 seconds. Now here's the key thing. Down here you can see that's one poem. That's another poem, and there's a third poem. That major recording had intros and outros for all three poems, which are here, this area here. That's one. You can see another one here. Now, just before the first poem intro is an intro for all three poems. After each poem, there's an outro, as well as for the three poems in one long video, it has one overriding outro. I've taken these poems, one recording, now we have three poems, but we can reuse these and rework them in multiple different ways. I'm going to share just a little bit of this. Sometimes all you want is a quiet drink in the corner. See, there's your poem intro. Needed a drink, a moment alone. Except there's the first poem. Same thing happens. Not cured. This poem's entitled The Look. All three poems have that same thing, but you can see how that works. And now they're cut up into individual segments. Now keep this in mind. We've got three poems with intros and outros, and then for an overriding video, we've got an intro and outro on top of those. Let me break it out on the screen so you can see how I take this and turn it into 28 different videos. Now then, we shot the video, put it into Descript, did some quick AI editing, dropped it into Canva. We've edited the final editing there. We've cut it up into all the different pieces. How do I get all that stuff out of there? I go direct on YouTube, but all of the other ones, and you can see on my screen up at the very top, this is later. This is software that I use. I have TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Facebook, Twitter, now X, and Pinterest. I can dump any video in here and quickly put it on all 6 of those. Quickly take you through how I would schedule a video. Grab the video I want to put this on here, and I pick the time and the day. So we're going to put this on Monday. It looks like about 1:10. It's going to pop up here. Now I can put general things, anything I want to be in every single post. So this is a test is what I'll put, and customized by each specific platform. You can see them up at the top. And I save caption. This bar on the right, for instance, this is Twitter. What do I like to put on Twitter? I just click that, and then I'll usually drop the name right at the very beginning, right up here, and then you can go to the next one. Each platform has some certain requirements, and I just can simply go all the way down. From this point, you would just at the bottom hit schedule, and that is how that video is up and running. I think this helps you understand how I take what we were just watching in CapCut, how I turn it into a multitude of different things. First thing I want to do is start here in the middle. You've got a poem, which is in black bar. On either side of it are blue intro, outros, and then a red intro and outro at the front and the back. What that graphic, it's tied specifically to what we had in CapCut. Every poem has an intro and an outro. We had 3 different poems. The group of 3 different poems have their own intro and outro. If you added 2 more poems to that with their intros and outros, the red intro outros would be at the very outside. So that gives you, hopefully, this visual and that explanation helps it. And let me explain to you exactly how repurpose and use all of these. The first one is all 3 poems together with the red intro, outro. Then each individual poem with the blue intro and outro. So there's 3 more. Then instead of hearing me recording the sound of the poem, you have the regular intro, you have words on the screen, captions, and then music. There on YouTube, you've got 7 different options. YouTube is 16:9, meaning it's wider than it is high. I'm sure you know on Instagram and TikTok, it's the other way around. It's 9:16. So up and down is higher than left and right. So how do I repurpose them? Just as we see here, the blue intro and outro with the black poem in the middle. You got 3 of those. You have poems with intros and outros and captions put into that as well. Then you have situations where it's just the poem, no intro and outro. And all 3 of those, there's 3. Another element I have is I have what's called the lead magnet, where I'm giving away 5 poems for free. What I can do is I can take the intro and where the outro is, take that out and put the lead magnet in. So there's 3 more of those. As you saw in CapCut, I'm on camera. Now you take me out of camera, you would just have visuals, what's called B-roll, and you'd have the intro, the poems, and a lead magnet. You have the poems and the lead magnet. Those are 3 more. Then you have no voice. So you just have the poems with captions and music. If you add all that up, there's 7 in the green under YouTube, and then there's 21 more over here. It gets you to 28 videos. I hope that helps you understand that. Now you've seen everything that I do, how to take one recording, turn it into 28 different posts for social media. My question for you is, what's been your biggest struggle with marketing your book so far up to now? Put that down in the comments. If this has helped you simplify your content creating process, hit the like button right now. And if you want the full roadmap I'm using to market my book, drop book in the comments and I'll send that your way. And hey, don't wait for launch day. Start building momentum for your book now. And speaking of momentum, let's keep things going. Let's watch this video now and continue working on how we can get your book on the bookshelves and in your readers' hands. I'll see you over there.